Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to this webinar about perfect pricing strategy with Morad Fiki. Thanks for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you all. We will wait just for a few minutes until the rest of the attendees can get connected. So thank you for your patience. Feel free to use the chat to tell us where you're from. We would love to know more about you. If you are new beginners in real estate or you're experts, we would love to hear about you, and also feel free to use the chat and the Q&A during the presentation for any questions or comments. That Morad will be answering questions throughout the presentation. So feel free to use the chat and the Q&A. So I will start with a quick introduction of Real Estate IQ and who we are. Here you have our newsletter, our QR code for our newsletter. If you want to join the newsletter to get news and updates about the real estate world, feel free to scan this QR code so you can receive our newsletter. And here I will also share our social media accounts so you can follow us if you're interested. Here you can find our Instagram, Facebook, YouTube channel, LinkedIn. Feel free to scan the ones that are interesting for you. Great, and now I will show this quick video about our tools so you can make an idea of what we offer. Great, so we are Real Estate, the first site to find the freshest and most accurate off-market properties. We are a lead generation, educational and software company focused on helping real estate investors to find deals within 90 days. We have our off-market lists that arrive daily in your inbox with the skip tracing included, and you can use them for wholesaling, house flipping, or renting. We offer our products mainly in Texas, Florida, Georgia, and Utah. And as I already mentioned, these are some of the best tools that we have nowadays to become an expert in deal finding. We have our off-market leads and on-demand skip tracing. So if anyone is interested in having a free consultation about our tools and how they may help your business, please feel free to answer the poll I just left, and we will be contacting you to coordinate this free demonstration. And now we will start with this webinar about perfect pricing strategy with Morad Fiki. Morad has tackled the high-end luxury Houston residential real estate market, and he has always arrived to use innovate and unorthodox marketing strategies for high-end luxury residential property. He's constantly thinking outside the box. So Morad, thank you so much for being here with us. Once again, it's a pleasure to have you. And the stage is yours. I will stop sharing. Let me stop sharing here.
Oh, thank you so much.
And I will make you a host so you can also share. Right, now yes. Thank you so much, Morad, for being here.
Oh, thank you. This is great. And thank you everybody for joining us today. I'm really excited. This is going to be very informative and interactive. So I definitely want you to ask questions as we're going. And we'll take it from there. So let me see if we can. Okay, okay, then let me do the stream. Hold on 1 second. Let me just go ahead and see if we can. Yeah, it's not letting me do the stream probably because did you put me host? Yes.
Yes, I give you the host. Let me try it.
Well, I'll let you do that and I'll start sharing and then
Okay.
you can go from there. Let me hold on.
Yes, I give you the host access.
Yeah.
In the bottom, you have like the 3 points that you can.
It's fine. Yeah, it just give me a hard time when I try to stream it. It says you don't have permission to stream. Probably because I'm not in my account. I don't know.
Or should I give the host to the other Morad that is here as a co-host?
You gave it to the other one?
No, I gave it to you, but I don't know if I should try with the other one.
Yeah. That's okay. I mean,
okay.
I'll try it one more time. Yeah, it's.
I will try.
Huh? It's not. Yeah, it's not gonna work. That's okay. We'll fix it for next time.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and dig right in. Let me share the screen. Thanks everybody for joining us. This is great. Thank you for your patience. All right, here we go. Everybody can see the slides, yes?
Yes, we can see it perfectly.
All right, perfect pricing strategy. This is one of my favorite topics. And why is this one of my favorite topics? Because this is very, very, very fundamental when we're selling homes, especially when you're looking at fixing and flipping and you're looking at getting this incredible product that you have put together. And quite often, especially for the newer investors, what I have seen where big mistakes are made is the newer investors just passionate. They put all their heart and soul into this new house that they're about to, list and flip. They've made it amazing. And when you look at the before and after photos, it looks like something on HGTV, right? It looks like, wow, look at this home that we've completely transformed. And then the perceived value goes up and up and up and up. I was thinking we're going to put on the market for 350, but maybe we'll do it for 375. And then, the next time I talk to them, it's like, I was thinking maybe 400. And it's like, 425. It never stops because you've gotten such an attachment to this house. But you have to understand this is a business. And we're going to look at why overpricing the home is the wrong strategy and how it hurts in the long run. So let's just dig right in. If you haven't heard about me, why am I well-versed? You're going to do the introduction. It's fine. I'll just go into it. You're going to go.
Mute yours.
Mute my, okay. Hold on. Mute.
Hi, everybody. My name is Patricia Fiki, and I can't have Morad Fiki introducing himself on his stats because I'm so excited to share this with you guys. So who is Morad Fiki, and why should you even listen to what he has to say? I mean, I think that's the question we need to start with. Well, he has been named one of the top luxury real estate professionals of Houston. He's been featured in the top 1.419% of agents in the US. And yes, that's very detailed, but I think it's very important to know, who is giving you that guidance. Well, of the millions of real estate agents in Houston, he's in that top 1%. We've sold just about $100 million worth of real estate with about 275 transactions. Number one Houston realtor on social media, and then some of the top agents in our region. So he comes with a lot of expertise, and a lot of the different learnings that we have today, and he's going to share today, has been through painful experience. So we're very excited to have you guys here learning from us. Please put all your questions in the chat. We want to make this interactive, and I'm so excited to introduce Morad Fiki.
All right, thank you for that. That was amazing. Let's go ahead and dive right in. This is a incredible topic that I love discussing. I'm going to bring up another screen. Let me pull this up real quick, and we're going to dig right in. Let's see. We're going to go to all right. Here, there it is. Okay. Let me know when y'all can see this. Okay, let's share the screen. There we go. Yes. Yes?
Yes, we
All
see
right.
your screen.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm using a platform called Terradatum, and basically what they do is they pull all of the MLS data. And I'm going to show you right here. We're going to go right into the single family homes. Let's do everything, all single family homes, duplexes, freestanding, historic, manufactured, patio home. Let me go right into the pricing analysis. So when I pull all single family homes, pick a zip code. Anybody pick a zip code. I'll do the first one, and then we'll do another one so you can see. This will pertain to any zip code in Texas. So I live in 77024 here in Memorial. And these are, more expensive homes. We'll say all homes from $1 million to $2 million. So that is everything from 1 million to 2 million. And you can hone it in the weeds and get like more, more specific bedrooms, bathrooms, etc. But okay, let's go right in. All right, so here I pulled everything that has sold, that has been on the market within the last 365 days. All the homes that have sold in this zip code, 77024, from $1 million to $2 million. Everything in the last 365 days, right? And let me pull up average days on market and value. Okay. So I'll keep it open just in case if anyone wants to ask any questions. All right. And so basically, here we have a total of 192 homes that sold. I'm talking about everything that sold in the last 365 days in this zip code from $1 million to $2 million in price point. So that's a $1 million spread. There were 192 homes that sold. Now, the ones that have a circle, the ones that just have a circle with no dot, they're not totally filled in, it's a circle. That means they had zero price changes during before they sold, meaning when they listed the house, it was priced correctly and it sold. And the ones that have a filled in dot that are totally filled in, there was one or more price changes, meaning they priced it, it sat on the market, did not sell, and then they had to adjust the price even one time or many times, and then it sold subsequently. And this is the point that I want to make. So when we look at the homes that had no price changes, and you can see these are the ones that have open circles, they're here towards the bottom. This graph on the top, on the left side, is the average days on market. How many days did it take to sell these properties? So you'll see the ones that have a circle and they're not filled in, the ones that were priced correctly, you'll see them towards the bottom. And when we look at the actual number, there were 135 properties that sold during the last 365 days in this zip code. And they got, if you look at this number right here, sales price versus list price, they got 98%, 98.1% of the list price when they sold, and their average days on market were only 24 days on market on average. You'll see they had 0 price changes. When we look at the ones with the filled in dots, you'll see that they had 1 or more price changes, meaning they were overpriced and they had to adjust the price. There were 57 properties that sold. They had 1 or more price changes. You'll see on average, they got 89.2% of the sales price versus list price, meaning they got, on average, they got 11% below the list price and almost 10% less than the ones that priced correctly. And on average, they took 106 days to sell. So not only did they take longer to sell, but when they did sell, they ended up with 9% less than the guys who promoted the house correctly, the guys that priced it correctly. And you'll see here, they had, on average, they had 1.6 changes in price. So even if they changed the price once, meaning they were overpriced, and you'll see some of them, look how long these guys out here, these are the outliers, but these had 950 days on the market, 825 days on the market. And you'll see some of them way out here, 250 days on the market. The ones that had even 1 price change, you can see they're towards the higher end of the spectrum. Whereas the ones that had no price changes, meaning they priced the house correctly, they're here towards the bottom. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's do another zip code. So here we'll say 77079. I'll take off 77024, and we'll say 500,000 to $1 million. Or we'll say 500,000 to 750. Let's do a search. Gonna put the all right, average days on market and value. Here we see the same trend, ladies and gentlemen, the same exact trend. Look at all those dots filled in, the ones that had even 1 price adjustment, meaning they were overpriced. You see outliers here, 220 days on the market, 130 days on the market. You'll see the homes with no price changes, meaning they priced correctly, on average got 100.2% of the sales price versus list price. Average days on market, 10 days on the market on average. So not only did they max out, they got their full asking price, but it only took, on average, 10 days. Now, this is coming off an incredibly hot market that we had. When we have minimum 1 price change or more, you'll see they got 90.1% of the sales price. The 39 properties that sold got 90.1% of the sales price versus list price. On average, it took 49 days to sell. You might think, 49 days is not that bad, but that's 5 times longer than the guys who priced their homes correctly. Now, why is this important? This is the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is days on market is your enemy. When we're selling a house, when we're selling real estate, days on market is the enemy. The longer it takes a house to sell, the less of a price you're going to walk away with. Why is that? Because when a house hits the market, it is fresh. It is appealing. Everybody wants to see it. The longer it sits, the more it becomes stale. That home becomes stale. And the longer it sits, people start thinking, well, what's wrong with it? Something must be wrong with it. And not just that, the longer it sits, people start saying, well, maybe they'll negotiate now. When a house hits the market and it's fresh, those first 21 days are critical. We want to get the highest price possible and sell it as fast as possible in order to get the highest price. Where I hear the rookie investors make their biggest mistakes is when they say, well, let's just see what happens. Let's go high. I just want to see what happens. I want to put this ridiculous price on my house and let's just see what happens. You know what? We can always lower the price. No. That is not the right strategy. If you want to net the maximum value from the home and you want to sell it for the highest price possible, we have to sell it as fast as possible. This is a fact. This is a fact. And I see time and again. And actually, we can look at any zip code in Texas. We're going to see the same exact trend. The one that I've outlined right here. The ones that didn't reduce their prices, the ones that sold are going to have sold faster, and they're going to get higher price versus list, higher sales price versus list price. Every single time, you're going to see it time and again. So let's see if we have any questions. 49 days. Daryl says 49 days is at least one holding cost. Absolutely. The other thing we're not looking at is holding costs, taxes, insurance, hard money loan interest, utilities. These are ongoing costs. The longer that it takes these properties to sell, we have higher holding costs that we have to add in and factor in. So even if we got the same sales price 60 days from now that we could get today, that sales price has less of an impact on your bottom line because now you have 2 extra months of holding costs. That's a great point, Daryl. Thank you. Let's see if anybody else on the chat. Yeah, and I can do it again. I can do any zip code in Texas. We're going to see the same trend. Pick a zip code. Anybody. Let's see. Put it in the chat. Any zip code. Any zip code in Texas. Do it right now. Let's see. Let's do 77055. 753.
Here they are putting some zip codes in the chat.
75063. All right. 75063. 75063. It's not working. It's not working because I'm sharing. Okay, 75063. There we go. Let me try the other one. 77016. 77016. Okay, there we go. 318 properties in this one. Let's see. I don't know. Let's go from 250 to 500. Let's see. Do a search. All right, we got here from 250 to 500. We have 57 properties that sold the last 365 days. The ones with no price changes, 22 of them. 35 had one or more price adjustments. And you'll see the ones with no price adjustments got 100% of the sales price versus list price. Average days on market, 14 days on market. The ones that had one or more price changes got 93.5% of the sales price versus list price. And it took 74 average days on market, 5 times longer to sell than the other ones. And you'll see on average, they had 2.0 price changes. So, I mean, wow. I mean, the numbers don't lie. The data doesn't lie. This proves the fact that we're talking about. I mean, it's basic economics. I pulled this up. I wanted to find a supply and demand curve, because if you weren't paying attention during economics, we're going to go do a quick, rough overview of economics, supply and demand. If you had economics, I'm sure you hated it like me. Every day the teacher wrote supply and demand. Boom. Right there in the middle of the X, that is the equilibrium price. That is the price where your house will sell. You are not more powerful. You nor I, we don't have a magic wand. We're not more powerful than the laws of economics, right? So when we overprice the home, that is called the surplus. That means at this price, where supply and demand meet, at that price, you have a certain amount of producers willing to produce, and you have a certain amount of buyers willing to pay that price. That is where the house will sell. Without a doubt, guaranteed, the house will sell at the equilibrium. When we overprice it, when we put the price up here, we have producers more than normal are willing to produce at that price, because that's above market. So that means I'll buy as many as I can and produce. But guess what? We don't have any buyers. So there's a surplus. There's a surplus of inventory. And then the same holds true on the flip side. People say, well, what if I underprice the home? If you underprice it, that's what we call multiple offer situation. We underprice it. You have more than one buyer. Many buyers are willing to pay that price, and we're going to get multiple offers, which will essentially push the price back up. We get multiple offers, and then the buyers are increase their offers to get the house, and we're back at equilibrium. Equilibrium is where your house will sell without a doubt. And if it's sitting and we're wondering why is it sitting, that means it's overpriced. This is a fact. You have companies like Anheuser-Busch and Coca-Cola, Nike, you name these billion-dollar brands that do millions and millions of dollars of research to have the perfect pricing on their products. Anheuser-Busch will not overprice a six-pack of beer by 10 cents, because they know at $5.99, that's the perfect price. I maximize my sales at that price. If we increase the price by 10 cents, that buyer might say, you know what? Miller Lite looks pretty good now. I was willing to pay $5.99. At $6.99, I'm going to buy Miller Lite. And now I'm going to start building a relationship with my competitor. So they will not overprice their products by 10 cents. These companies have billion-dollar marketing budgets. And unless you have a billion-dollar marketing budget, why are we overpricing our houses by 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 or more? I've seen even more. You are not more powerful than the laws of supply and demand. And neither am I. And they say, well, you're a great realtor. Do your magic. I don't have a magic wand. I have great marketing, but even great marketing cannot overcome an overpriced situation. And so in the point that I want to make, when we overprice our homes, going back to the screen that we had before, let's bring that up. We overprice them. We lose money. We sincerely lose money. You will get less sales price versus list price when you overprice it. And not just that, it'll take longer, meaning your holding costs are higher. So the best strategy is pricing the home correctly, bringing it on the market, and selling it as fast as possible. And I've had some investors say, wow, we sold it in 10 days. We sold it in 3 days. Maybe we left money on the table. No, we maximize your value. The faster we sell your house, the highest of a price are we going to get for you and you're going to walk away with. Now, I'm not saying we accept the first offer that comes in. If we list the house, we put on the house on the market on Friday, we're going to get offers over the weekend. We can wait till Monday or Tuesday before we start negotiating and then calling for a highest and best. If we've gotten multiple offers, we'll give everybody a chance to submit their highest and best offer. So, no one's saying you got to take the first offer that comes in. The first minute it comes in, we listed it on Friday. By midnight, we have offers. Let's take one. That's not a good strategy. Let's go through the weekend. Let's give everyone a chance to see it. Let's give it a few days. But that first week will tell us the truth. If we have multiple offers, that means we did a great job in pricing it. You brought a great product to the marketplace, and let's start negotiating. Let's see who's willing to really pay for this house. And we did a great job. If that first 10 days has passed, we don't have any offers, we might need to consider adjusting and doing it quickly. Don't wait 2 or 3 months before you adjust the price. 10 to 14 days should tell us what's going on based on the activity. If we have 10 showings and no offers, we've got to adjust the price. If we have 10 days on the market and no showings, or 1 or 2 people have came to see it, we've got to adjust the price. And so the market is fluid, and all of these, all of these points of data is going to tell us the truth. So hope that helps. Let's go into the questions. We have Q&As. Yes?
Yes, we have here in the Q&A 2 questions from
Q&As.
Darrell.
Isn't it still 90% fair market value? Daryl says, isn't it still 90% fair market value for the quickest sell and or bidding wars? That is a great question, but honestly, it is not. There's no exact formula. This is not an exact science. It really depends. It really depends. And by the way, if you could have an amazing product, the nicest home in any given neighborhood, the market will dictate price. So we might think the price is here, and now we're getting 10 offers. That's going to push the price up. So you're not leaving money on the table. Do you recommend full ARV of 90 or 95% ARV for the below 14-day sell? Again, I would think we go, we don't want to price it under market. We want to price it right there in the sweet spot. 100%, 99% of the ARV is a great number. But you don't want to go higher. We want to price it right in the sweet spot where it's going to get activity, it's going to get noticed, and we're going to get offers. We want offers. The statistics hold true. The faster we sell the house, the higher of a price we're going to get for you. And that means, and when I say fast, I mean within the first week. That doesn't mean the first day, but within the first few days, we want to see some offers. And that's definitely going to tell us the truth. So hope that helps. Let's see if we have any other questions. Thanks, Daryl. Those were great. Those were fantastic. Let's see. Do we have any other questions? Anybody else?
What are common mistakes to avoid when making?
In the chat, we have one.
Ooh, Morgan. What are common mistakes to avoid when making an offer? Now, are you asking like making an offer to a seller, a distressed seller who you're looking at doing an investment, or are you talking about on the MLS, on the active market, making an offer through your real estate agent? Both. Okay, so when there's a property and it's on the active MLS and you're buying it retail, meaning you're probably going to move in, this is the house you're looking at, it really depends. There's a few factors. A big one being how long has that house been on the market? If it hits the market today, there's 1 day on the market, just hit the market, and it's a hot listing, you probably want to make your highest and best. You want to make a strong offer if you really want the house. If this is a house that's been on the market 120 days, no one's jumped on it already, especially coming off the incredibly hot market that we just had. Number one, I'm going to think, what's wrong with this house? And number two, without knowing anything else about that house, I know something. It's overpriced. Without knowing anything about that house, I know that it is not at the right price because it should have sold by now, especially if we're in a neighborhood where the average days on market is, let's say, 28 days. And this one's been on the market 120 days. Without even walking through that house, without knowing anything else about that house, I know that house is overpriced. And so as a buyer, I don't want to overpay and overprice. I don't want to overpay for a house. No one does. So then I take that into account, look at some comparables, and go from there. Again, this is not a perfect science, so there's no set number, okay, I'm going to go 10% below their list price. Are they 20% overpriced? That's why it's sitting? Then maybe I need to go with, you know, the right numbers. So that's what I'm saying. You have to look at sales comparables. You have to have a great agent who's going to help you. And that's what you need to take into account into looking into an offer. If it just hit the market, a great question I ask listing agents, do y'all have any offers yet? And you know, I know we don't always trust real estate agents, but I like to think that agents are ethical and honest. I know when you ask me, I'm honest. If we don't have any offers, I'll tell you we don't have any offers yet. We've had plenty of activity, or we're starting to get activity, or we have offers, you know. So and I might tell someone we have 3 offers on the table already. It's been on the market 48 hours. We have 3 offers. You know, can we expect yours? So I like to give people a gauge. Now, I'm not going to tell people, okay, these are the offers we have. I'm not going to go that detailed, but I'll let them know we have offers. So that's a good gauge. If we're looking at making an offer on a property, I'll also ask, you know, how do y'all have any offers? If they have 3 to 5 offers or more, that tells me this is a hot listing. And, you know, if we really want the property, we're going to have to make a good, strong offer. Let's make our highest and best offer off the table. So those are really the things you need to look into when making an offer. There's a lot of different factors. Hope that helps. Daryl says 120 days, something is wrong with the price, the seller, or the home. Great point. Great point. Sometimes it's the seller that's the problem, you know, and they just are so attached and they have this number in their head, but it's not reality. So, Anisha says, will there be a replay of this webinar? I'll leave that to Real Estate IQ. I believe they did record this.
Yes,
or did we?
Yes, I will
It's
leave an
recording?
email.
Okay.
You can write to me.
So yeah, it's recording. We'll get that up. I'll post it on YouTube as well. And that way y'all can have a review of that, because this was great. This was really great.
Thank you, Morad. Thank you so much.
So Lucila at Real Estate IQ. We'll get the recording out to everybody. We'll post it on YouTube. So before I go, let me get back to my slide. There was one last thing. Let's see. Hold on. Before I go. All right, slideshow. And so, yeah, so we also have a live event August 25th, Explosive Growth. We'll discuss different topics, real estate related, always tied in with real estate. We'd love to have you if you can make it. And, it'll be streamed virtually as well. So if you can't make it in person, you definitely jump on the Zoom, and we'd love to have you. And, with that, thank you for your questions. If there's any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, hope to see you August 25th. And we have lunch. It's like a lunch and learn. So we'll have free lunch if you can make it in person. If not, then we'll see you virtually. But thanks, everyone. That was great.
Thank you, Morad.
Any last questions? Let's see the chat.
Thank you. Here we have.
Thanks, Morgan. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Rick says, does your pricing strategy change depending on market cycles? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We can go into a little bit of the market data. Let me just do this real quick. We still have a little bit of time. Let me share with y'all this real quick. I did a quick market update yesterday. Let's see, HAR weekly activity snapshot. So this one was really good. Okay, let me share this with y'all. So this is the weekly activity snapshot for second to last week in July. And this tells us what's going on in the market. New listings down 7.5%. Now, when we compare weekly snapshot, this is week 29 of 2022. So we compare week 29 with week 29 of 2021, because the real estate market is cyclical. But look, when we compare a year ago, new listings are down 7.5%. Pending listings, this is a big one, are down 34.2%. This is how many houses are going under contract. 34% less houses going under contract. Off-market listings up 19%. This is people who are selling their homes, but they don't want to put on the market. So they want to keep it a secret. They're telling their agent, if you find me a buyer, I'll sell it, but I don't want to put it on the market. Or they try to sell it themselves off market. 19%. Closings down 17.6%. Showings down 11.1%. How many people are going and looking at homes? 11% less showings than a year ago. That's a big deal. And here's the big one. HAR.com listing views down. How many people are even looking online at listings? And any great agent will tell you HAR.com is the most robust real estate website across the nation. Better than Zillow, Trulia, KellerWilliams.com, Homes.com, you name it. In Houston, the greater Houston area, HAR.com, they spend millions of dollars developing this website. And it's very robust. And so there are 3 million less views that week. 3 million less views. That means people aren't even looking. So we're down 25% on viewings. This is how many people are at the store. How many people are at the store? So this tells us the market's turned 100%. 100%. Without a shadow of a doubt, the market has turned. Does that mean don't get involved in real estate? Don't invest in real estate? No, I never said that. The smart real estate investor makes money in up markets, down markets, and sideways. You can make money in every market, as long as you're smart and you invest correctly. Remember, you're an investor. You're not gambling. This is not gambling in Vegas. This is not the Wall Street casino. This is investing. You invest wisely and you make your money on the buy, and you can make money in up markets, down markets, and sideways markets. So I hope that helps.
Great, Morad. Thank you. Thank you very much for this great information.
I think,
and tips. Here we have Darren.
Lucille, we can't hear you. We don't have you.
You don't hear me.
There we go. I don't hear you. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Now, yes.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. That was great.
Thank you, Morad. And I will share also, if it's okay with you, your contact information and website.
Yes,
so
please.
If anyone wants to contact you for further information, you can have Morad's information in the chat. And here they are asking for the event time again.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, let me share that real quick. That is from 12 to 2. And that is August 25th from 12 to 2. It's a lunch and learn. So we're going to do free lunch and learn. And, just, scan the code, make sure you get registered. That way we know you're coming. We know how much food to have for everyone. And yeah, 12 to 2, short and sweet, an hour of training and then some questions. And we'll go from there. We have these every month, once a month. So.
Excellent. Excellent, Morad. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time and the great presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. That was great.
Have a great day. And now we will have Orville, that is an account manager of Real Estate IQ, showing a little bit more about our off-market lists. So Orville, if you are there and want to share your screen.
Thank you so much, Lucy. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you perfectly.
It's nice to see you here. Let me share my screen here. This is just very quick, okay? So I'll be talking about regarding real estate IQ. So what is real estate IQ? So the #1 site to find the freshest and most accurate off-market properties. So real estate IQ is a lead generation, education, and solution company focusing on real estate investors like you to help you to secure deals within 90 days. All right. So today I will demonstrate how our off-market leads can boost your deal finding. As you can see here, this is what you'll get, our premium off-market leads. But first, as you can see that there's a button here below that says let us know. It's the market where you you'd like to invest missing, or if you have any other concerned questions, you can just click this this button and provide the information like first and last name, email, city and state, and we'll get back to you regarding of your question or concern. All right. So now for the benefit of this off-market leads, as you can see, that you will get exclusive access. All right. You will have also get a real-time update, real estate investment training. As you can see, is unlimited. Like for example, for this webinars or recordings, you'll be getting a lot of recordings, especially for those new real estate investors. You really need this. Free tech support, investor community, property offer, and that's up to 5,000 leads a month. Wow, that's a lot. All right, and also first-hand data. So as you can see, you really need this. Don't you feel this powerful? Isn't it amazing? All right, so let's go to the next part. So the states that we cover. All right, so we cover Texas, Georgia, Florida, and Utah. All right, so these are the states that we cover. Actually, in the future we'll be covering a lot of states, but as of today, these are the states that we cover. All right, and we also offer statewide. I mean, for the for if you're like interested in other state or countries we do not yet offer, just click this one. Let us know, and we'll get back to you regarding of that concern or question. Now, so what the subscription? I mean, we offer statewide or more metropolitan specific. So, like for example, if you want the Texas, just have to simply click here, and you will see we have all Texas. You can also select when you click. I mean, when you select all Texas, it will gives you everything like Austin and San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston. You can also select for each one of this Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston. All right, and also for the statewide or metropolitan specific data for the state of Texas, we offer 6,000 leads a month, and the leads that you'll be receiving, this would include pre-foreclosure, appointment of substitute trustee, probate, earthship, evictions, tax sales, delinquent taxes, code violations, loan modifications, and divorce. All right. And what are the counties? The counties we cover, as you can see below, for the metro area, like for the Austin metro area, you see Travis, Williamson, Bell, Hayes, Bastrop. And for our San Antonio area, it will gives you Bexar, Coma, Guadalupe. And for Houston, that's Harris, Fort Bend, Montgomery, Brazoria, Galveston, and also for North Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth Metroplex. So Dallas, Tarrant, Colin, Denton, McLennan, Smith, Ellis, Johnson, Taylor, Wichita, Parker, all of these states that shows below. All right. Now for the last part. Okay. By the way, primarily we cover single family properties, but for Texas premium subscription, you will also receive extra benefits such as commercial off the market leads. Beside the skip tracing, you will get the data at 10 a.m. Central Time versus regular at 1 p.m. All right. So for the last part, how would you receive the leads? All right. So in here, as you can see, we have a state-of-art portal for you to use. So let's see here. As you can see, so for pre-search of property, you can just mark it as favorite. It's here, click off market leads. You can mark it as your favorite. And the categories are above: pre-foreclosure, probates, earthship, tax sales, eviction, divorce, loan modifications, and all. And if you would like to filter it, just have to select the auction date added, date recorded, ownership, state, city, county, and then that's where you're going to click the search button, and you can export the information that you have filtered. All right. Now, also, if you have any like issues about the off-market leads that you receive and you have any questions, you just have to simply click this contact us, and you'll be able to create a ticket, and we'll be able to get in touch with you with regards of your questions. All right. So don't you feel this helpful? Now, if you are interested in getting three free leads, just please type Y or fill out the poll, and account manager will reach out to you to help. So I'll give the floor back to Lucy. Lucy, back to you.
Thank you, Orville. Thank you so much for this information and presentation. Great information. I just left the poll. So if anyone is interested in knowing a little bit more about these tools and our software, please feel free to answer the demo. And we will be contacting you within today or tomorrow to coordinate this free demonstration. So thank you very much. Thank you everyone for attending today. It was a pleasure to have you all. And we hope to see you again in our upcoming events. Have a great day.